Brand new caddy.
What's up, YouTube? Hey, watch this. Hey, y'all are back for another one? That's so. Yo, welcome to Sneaker Reaction Podcast. So now, let's get deep. Now it's time to talk about serious stuff. You must know, once we drop a podcast, we're talking about serious stuff. So, right now, I want to talk about the popular shoe, man, in this podcast. So, by far, right now, the most popular shoe brand is Nike, and the most popular shoe sneakers under them are actually Nike Lows. I'm not Nike Lows, man. Nike Dunk Lows, bro. So, yep. So, the Dunks actually hold the record for the most sold and the most searched sneakers. Imagine, it's crazy, and you know, they have really amazing and a long history too, you know. And people are like, yo, but dunks are like expensive. Like, they have to be. Look at the hype behind them. Look at the collaborations behind them. You understand? So they have to be expensive. I mean, they have to be expensive. And on top of that, it's kind of hard to get dunks. If you look at it, depending on which one they are, it's really hard getting dunks, man. You know, I mean, you gotta be everywhere. You gotta look everywhere for dunks to get them. So that's why dunks are pretty expensive too, is because it's also hard to find them, and that not every store has dunks. That's why most of the time the people that have access to dunks are people who order them online mostly. That's how they get most of the dunks. Or unless a person has a plug. If a person has a plug, that is also simple. But it also is expensive, because you're looking for a limited shoe. You understand? So right now dunks are actually close to 2K in South Africa. If you wanna buy a dunk, it's close to 2,000. It's close to. Currently, they're selling for 1.7 upwards, depending on the type of dunk that you want. But the most popular dunks I've seen around was actually the pandas, you know, black and white, the green and white too, and red and white, if not orange. Those ones are actually by far the most popular dunks we have. And dunks, you see, it's the dunk, and then there's SB dunk, right? So now there's a lot of differences between an SB dunk and a dunk straight, a dunk low and an SB dunk low. There's a difference, you know, and the people who are like really like sneakerhead can tell them apart, but the most people really can't. They may think it's the same thing, you know. Like, firstly, SB dunks were made for skateboarders, number one. That's how they came about. Yes, dunks have been there for the longest of time, right? But you know, SB dunks were like made for like skateboarders, but they got famous because of it uses 4 types of models to create them. You know, it's the Jordans, it's the Terminators, it's the Air Forces, and it's the Legends. So you understand that 4 models created one shoe from something that was already existing. They took 4 models to create something new out of it. You know what I mean? So it also explains its level of popularity, because, you know, basketball and skateboarding too, right? So those are like what the SB dunks. The dunks are like newer versions of stuff like that. So how to really like to tell them apart? Number one, it's with what's this? With the dunk and the SB dunks, there is a single. The difference comes with the single stitching. The stitchings are different. I know somebody will be like, dude, I will not focus on the stitching. Okay, cool. The laces are also different too. And maybe a person will be like, but bruh, come on, laces. If you can't see the difference, between the 2 laces of the SB dunks and the dunks, you can also tell them apart by the boxing. The boxing of a dunk and an SB dunk is different too, because an SB dunk is written SB, and then normal dunks are just written dunks. You understand? So even that way, you can also tell them apart, right? So now you know how to tell the difference between a dunk and an SB dunk, right? And if you ask if the word SB stands for skateboarding, don't ask me how. Yeah, but it stands for skateboarding. SB, skateboarding dunks, and just dunks. Alright. And what I also love about dunks, why they're so popular again, is because they are unisex and universal. So what I mean about universal, whatever sport you're doing, I think you could do pretty well while wearing dunks. Basketball, skateboarding, um, bike riding, dancing too. I've seen a lot of dancers dancing in dunks, both nationally and internationally, and they killing the scene. And plus, with the SB dunk, you see there's a little bit of smoothness and everything, and it seems like everything just goes so well. So I think that is why dunks are like popular. It's because it doesn't choose who, and it fits right to the size if you order the right ones. But now, if you just, I don't know, man, if you just buy for buying, you won't really understand and appreciate them that much. So yeah, those are by far the popular shoes that we have worldwide, man. The the dunks are killing the game right now. But it is what it is, man. So you know how I like to close every YouTube video. In the favorite words of Street Jupiter, I almost closed the video without saying something. My goodness. So make sure that you go copy these Aquila Viv Calamans, my favorite flavor. Go get you this. They should good. They're nice. They're fantastic. They dope. You know what I mean? So like I said, let me bounce. Adios.